Node.js, hands-on for beginners. Introduction. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime that lets you run JavaScript outside the browser. Software engineers use Node.js for backend APIs, REST services, microservices, command line tools, real-time apps, WebSocket apps, server-side rendering, build tools, automation scripts, full-stack applications, API gateways, lightweight backend services. A common learning topic is, how can beginners learn Node.js hands-on, step-by-step? This guide explains Node.js basics, Mac, NPM, package.json, modules, CommonJS, ES modules, file system, async await, Express.js, REST API, middleware, error handling, environment variables, CRUD APIs, database connection concept, authentication basics, deployment basics, common mistakes, interview questions, 30-day learning plan. Simple definition. Node.js is a platform that allows JavaScript to run on the server. Simple idea. Browser JavaScript runs in browser. Node.js JavaScript runs on server, computer, cloud. Example architecture. React, Angular, Vue, frontend. Node.js backend API, database. Java comparison. Java backend. Spring Boot runs Java code on server. Node.js backend. Node.js runs JavaScript code on server. Beginners and full-stack developers learn Node.js because it is Cluck, easy to start. Cluck, JavaScript-based, popular for APIs, good for full-stack development, good for small services, good for real-time apps, fast for I/O-heavy workloads, supported by huge NPM ecosystem, commonly used with React, Next.js. Node.js is useful for front-end developer means becomes full-stack developer. Java developer means learns JavaScript. Backend software engineer means builds APIs and tools. Node.js. Big picture client. HTTP request. Node.js server. Route handler. Business logic. Database or external API. And HTTP response. Example. Get API products dash Node.js express route dash product service database dash JSON response. Node.js versus Java Spring Boot. Feature. Node.js, Java Spring Boot. Language, JavaScript, TypeScript. Java runtime, Node.js, JVM. Common framework, Express, Nest.js, Fastify. Spring Boot, package manager, NPM, Yarn, PNM. Maven, Gradle. Event-driven, thread-based, reactive optional. Best for APIs, real-time, full-stack JS, enterprise APIs, microservices. Learning curve, beginner-friendly, more structured. Simple comparison. Spring Boot equals structured enterprise backend. Node.js equals lightweight JavaScript backend runtime. Step 1. Install Node.js. Check Node version. Node -v. Check NPM version. NPM -v. Expected v20.x.x or later. NPM xx.x. Node runs JavaScript. NPM installs packages. Step 2. First, Node.js program. Create file. Hello.js. Code, console.log, hello Node.js. Run. Node hello.js. Output. Hello Node.js. Simple idea. Node filename.js. Runs JavaScript file. Step 3. Create project folder. mkdir Node Beginner API. cd Node Beginner API. Initialize project. npm init. Y. This creates package.json. Step 4. Understand package.json. Example. Name. Node Beginner API. Version 1.0.0. Main. Index.js. Scripts. Start. Node index.js. Package.json is like Maven pom.xml for Java. It stores check project name, project entry point, project name, version, project dependencies, dev dependencies, entry point. Step 5. Add start script. Update package.json. Scripts start. Node.js. Dev. Node.js. Run. npm start. Or npm run dev. Step 6. CommonJS module. Create math.js function. Add a b. Return a plus b. Module.exports equals add dot. Use in index.js. Const add equals require math. Console.log add to 3. Output 5. This is CommonJS style. Step 7. ES module style. Update package.json. Type module. Create math.js. Dot. Export function add a b. Return a plus b. Use in index.js. Import add from dot math.js. Console.log add to 3. CommonJS uses require module exports. ES module uses import export. For new apps, ES modules are common. Step 8. Variables in Node.js. Const name equals Nachman. Let age equals 30. Let active equals true. Console log name. Console log age. Console log active. Use. Const means value should not be reassigned. Let means value may change. Var means a void in modern JavaScript. Step 9. Functions. Normal function. Function greet name. Return hello $name. Console log greet John. Arrow function. Const greet equals name to return hello $hello. Console.log greet John. Short arrow. Const add equals a plus b. Step 10. Arrays. Const numbers 1 2 3 4 5. Const even numbers equals numbers.filter. Number %2 equals 0. Console.log even numbers. Output 2 4. Java stream comparison. Numbers.stream. Filter number mn number %2 equals 0. Node.js JavaScript. Numbers. Filter number that number %2 equals 0. Step 11. Objects. Const user equals ID1. Name is John. Email john@example.com. Console.log username. Console.log user email. Object is like Java map plus DTO style object. JSON response example. Const product equals ID 101. Name keyboard. Price $49.99. Step 12. Destructuring. Object destructuring. Const user equals ID 1. Name John. Email john@example.com. Const name email equals user. Console.log name. Console.log email. Array destructuring. Const numbers equals 10, 20, 30. Const first, second equals numbers. Console log first. Console log second. Node.js is heavily asynchronous. Example. Console.log start. Set timeout. Console log after 1 second. 1000. Console.log end. Output. Start end after 1 second. Important. Node.js does not wait for set timeout. It continues running. Step 14. Promise. Promise represents a future result. Const getUser equals return new promise, resolve. ID 1, name John. GetUser, then user equals console log user. Java comparison. Java completable future, Node.js promise. Step 15. Async await. Cleaner way to handle promises. Const getUser equals async. Return ID 1, name John. Const main equals async, Const user equals await get user. Console log user. Main. Use async await for API calls, database calls, file operations, external services, async workflows. Step 16. Error handling with try catch. Const get user equals async. Throw new error. User not found. Const main equals async time. Try const user is await get user. Console.log user. Catch error. Console.error. Error.message. Main. End. Important. Always handle async errors. Step 17. File system basics. Import file system module. Import fs from fs. Write file. fs.write file sync. Message.txt. Hello from Node.js. Read file. Const content equals fs.readFileSync message.txt. Console log content. Output. Hello from Node.js. Step 18. Async file system. Import fs from fs promises. Const main equals async await fs.writeFile message.text. Hello async Node.js. Const content equals await fs.readFile message.text utf-8. Console.log content. Main : better for real apps. Use async file APIs instead of blocking sync APIs. Step 19. Create simple HTTP server. Node.js built-in HTTP module. Import HTTP from http. Const server equals http.createServer request response. Response.writeHead 200 content type application JSON. Response.end JSON.stringify message hello API. Server.listen 3000. Add in console.log. Server running on port 3000. Run node index.js. Open http localhost 3000. Step 20. Install Express.js. Express.js is a popular Node.js web framework. Install npm install Express. Create index.js. Import Express from Express. Const app equals Express. App get. Request response. Response JSON. Message hello Express. App listen 3000 console.log. Server running on port 3000. Run node index.js. Open http://localhost 3000. Step 21. Express REST API. Import Express from Express. Const app equals Express. App.use express.json. Const products equals ID1 name keyboard price $49.99. ID2 name mouse price $29.99. App get API products request response response.json. App.listen 3000. Console log server running on port 3000. Test. Get http://localhost 3000 API products. Response. ID 1 name keyboard price $49.99. ID 2 name mouse price $29.99. Step 22. Route parameter app get /API products/ID. Request response. Const ID equals number request.params.id. Const product equals products.find product product.id equals ID. If not product. Return response.status 404. JSON. Message product not found. Response.json product. Test. Get http://api.products/1. Step 23. Query parameter. Example URL. API products search. Keyword key. Code. App get API products search. Request response. Const keyword api.query.keyword. Const result equals products filter Product at, product name, 2 lowercase, includes, keyword, 2 lowercase. Response.json, result. Spring Boot comparison. Get mapping. Search. Public list product, search, at request param string keyword. Express. Request.query.keyword, step 24. Post API, create, product. App post, API, products. Request, response. Const product is ID products length plus 1. Name, request.body.name. Price, request.body.price. Products.push, product. Response.status.201.json.product. Test request. Post, http, localhost, 3000, API, products. Content type, application, JSON. Body. Name, monitor, price, $199.99. Step 25. Put API, update product. App.put API, products, ID, request, response. Const ID is number, request.params.id. Const product equals products.find product, product ID equals ID. If not product, return response.status 404, JSON message, product not found. Product.name equals request.body.name. Product price equals request.body.price. Response.json, product. Step 26. Delete API app delete. API, products, /ID. Request response. Const ID equals number request params.id. Const index equals products, find index, product ID equals ID. If index equals -1. Return response.status 404.json. Products.splice, index 1. Response, status 204, send. Step 27. Complete beginner CRUD API. Import Express from Express. Const app equals Express. App use Express.json. Const products equals ID1 name keyboard, price $49.99. ID2 name mouse, price $29.99. App get /API products. Request response. Response.json. App.get /API products/ID. Request response. Const ID equals number request params ID. Const product equals products.find product.product ID equals ID. If improper product, return response.status 404, JSON, product not found. Response.json, product. App post, API products, request response. Const product equals products length plus 1. Name, request body name. Price, request body price. Products.push, product. Response, status, 201, JSON, product. App put, API products.id, request response. Const ID equals number request params.id. Const product equals products.find, product equals product.id. If product, return response.status 404, JSON, message, product not found. Product.name equals request.body.name. Product.price equals request.body.price. Response.json, product. End. App delete. API products/ID. Request response. Const ID equals number request params ID. Const index equals products.find index product.product.id. If index equals -1, return response status 404.json, message, product not found. Products.splice index 1. Response.status 204.send. App.listen 3000 :/log. Server running on port 3000. Step 28. Middleware. Middleware is a function that runs before route handler. Example: app use request response next equals console log request.method request.url. Flow. Request middleware route handler response. Use middleware for logging, authentication, validation, error handling, cores, request parsing, rate limiting. Step 29. Custom logging middleware. Function request logger. Request, response, next. Const start equals date now. Response on finish. Const duration miss equals date now minus start. Console.log method request.method URL request.url status response.status code duration miss. Next. App.use request logger. This is useful for check debugging, check monitoring, check API performance, check production logs. Step 30. Validation middleware function validate product request response next. Const name price equals request.body. If not name, return response.status 400 JSON. Message product name is required. If price equals null or price equals 0, return response.status 400.json. Message product price must be greater than 0. Next, use app post API products validate product request response. Const product equals ID products length plus 1 name request.body.name price request.body.price products.push product response.status 201 JSON product. Step 31. Error handling middleware function error handler error request response next. Console.error response.status 500 JSON internal server error. App.use error handler. Important. Error middleware has 4 parameters: error, request, response, next. Example async wrapper. Const async handler equals handler. Return async request response next. Try await handler request response next. Catch error next error. Use app.get API error async handler async request response error throw new error test error. Step 32. Environment variables. Install.env npm install.devim create.env port equals 3000 database URL Postgres user password at localhost 5432/app. Use import.nev config import express from express. Const app equals express. Const port equals process.end.port or 3000. App.listen port equals console.log server running on port $port. Important. Do not commit.env with secrets to Git. Step 33. Project structure. Beginner-friendly structure. Node Beginner API. SRC. Controllers. Product controller.js. Services. Product service.js. Routes. Product routes.js. Middleware. Error handler.js. Request logger.js. End. Package.json. Index.js. Spring Boot comparison. Spring Boot. Controller means service, means repository. Node.js. Route controller means service, means repository, database. Step 34. Product routes. SRC routes product routes.js. Import express from express. Import get products by ID. Create product from .controllers product controller.js. Const router equals express.router. Router get/get products. Router get/ID get product by ID. Router post/create product. Export default router. Use in-app. Import express from express. Import product routes from .routes.productroutes.js. Const app equals express. App use express.json. App use API products. Product routes. Export default app. Step 35. Product controller. SRC controllers product controller.js. Import. Find all products. Find product by ID. Save product from services product service.js. Export function get products. Request response. Const products equals find all products. Response.json products. Export function get product by ID. Request response. Const ID equals number request.params.id. Const product is find product by ID. If not product, return response.status 404. JSON message product not found. Response JSON product. Export function create product request response. Const product equals save product request body. Response status 201. JSON product. src services product service.js. Const products equals ID 1 name keyboard price $49.99. ID 2 name mouse price $29.99. Export function find all products. Export. Export function find product by ID. Return products.find product equals product.id. Export function save product. Request. Const product equals ID products length +1. Name request.name. Price request.price. Products.push product. Return product. 1. Step 37. App startup. src app.js. Import Express from Express. Import product routes from .routes product routes.js. Const app equals Express. App use Express JSON. App use API products product routes. Export default app. Index.js. Import app from .source/app.js. Const port equals process.env.port or 3000. App listen port and console log server running on port. Run. Node index.js. Step 38. Install NodeMon for development. NodeMon restart server when files change. Install. npm install-save-dev NodeMon. Update package.json. Map. Scripts. Start node index.js. Dev nodemon index.js. Run. npm run dev. Step 39. Cores. Install. npm install cores. Use. Import cores from cores. App use cores. Origin. HTTP localhost 5173. Needed when. React frontend runs on localhost 5173. Node API runs on localhost 3000. Browser blocks requests unless CORS is allowed. Step 40. Database concept. In real apps, data should not stay in memory. Bad for production. Const products equals because. Server restart deletes data. Real apps use Kafka. PostgreSQL, check. MySQL. MongoDB, check. Redis, check. DynamoDB. Architecture. Express controller, tray, service. Repository ORM. Database. Popular Node.js database tools. Curly, Prisma, Sequelize, TypeORM, Mongoose, PG. Step 41. PostgreSQL concept with PG. Install. npm install PG. Database connection concept. Import PG from PG. Const pool equals PG. Export const pool equals new pool. Connection string process.env.database URL. Query example. Export async function find all products. Const result is a wait pool query. Select ID, name, price from products. Return result.rows. Use async await because database calls are asynchronous. Step 42. MongoDB concept with Mongoose. Install. npm install Mongoose. Connection. Import Mongoose from Mongoose. Export async function connect database. Await Mongoose connect process.env.mongodb URI, console.log, MongoDB connected. Schema. Import mongoose from mongoose. Const product schema equals new mongoose schema, name, string, price, number. Export const product equals mongoose.model, product schema. Service. Export async function, find all products, return product.find. Step 43. Authentication basics. Common authentication flow. User logs in. Server validates email password. Server creates JWT. Client stores token. Client sends authorization header. Server validates token. Header. Authorization, bearer, token here. Middleware concept. Function authenticate. Request, response, next. Const auth header equals request header's authorization. If, auth header, return response.status 401, JSON, message, missing token. Next. Use. App.get, API, profile, authenticate, request, response. Response.json, message, protected profile. Step 44. Request, response lifecycle. Client sends HTTP request. Express receives request. Middleware runs, route handler runs, service logic runs, database external API call. Example. Get API products 1. Request logger, product routes, get product by ID controller, product service, response JSON, product. Step 45. REST API status codes. Status meaning 200 OK, 201 created, 204 no content, 400 bad request, 401 unauthorized, 403 forbidden, 404 not found, 409 conflict, 500 internal server error. Examples. Response.status 201.json product. Response.status 404.json message product not found. Response.status 204.send. Step 46. Real-world mini project Product management API. Features. Get all products. Get product by ID. Get search products. Create product. Update product. Delete product. Validate input. Error handling. Request logging. Environment variables. Database concept. Architecture. Client. Postman. React. Node.js Express API. Routes. Controllers. Services. Database. Endpoints. Get API products. Get API products ID. Get API products search. Keyword equals keyboard. Post API products. Put API products/ID. Delete API products/ID. Step 47. Dockerize Node.js app. Docker file. From Node 22 Alpine. Workter/app. Copy package.json. Run npm ci-only to production. Copy ... Expose 3000. CMD Node index.js. Build. Docker build tab Node beginner API. Run. Docker run p3000 to 3000 Node beginner API. Step 48. Deployment options. Node.js apps can be deployed to check VPS, check Docker, check Kubernetes, check AWS ECS, check AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Azure App Service, check Google Cloud Run, check Render, check Railway, Vercel for serverless Next.js, check DigitalOcean App Platform, production checklist. Environment variables, logging, error handling, HTTPS, database connection pooling, health endpoint, Docker image, monitoring, graceful shutdown. Common beginner mistakes. 1. Forgetting Express.json, bad. Const app equals express. App.post, API, products, request, response. Console log request body. Request.body may be undefined. Better. App use, express.json. 2. Not handling async errors. Bad. App get, API, products, async request response. const products equals await product service dot find all, response.json. If error happens, it may not be handled well. Better. App.get, API products, async handler, async request response. Const products equals await product service dot find all, response.json products. Bad. Const users equals problem. Data is lost when server restarts. Better. Use database. 4. No validation. Bad. App.post.api products, request response, products push request body. Better. Validate required fields before saving. 5. Exposing secrets. Bad. Const password equals mydb password. Better. Const password equals process.end db password. 6. Blocking event loop. Bad. Const content equals fs.readFileSync largefile.txt inside API request. Better. Const content equals await fs.readFile largefile.txt utf-8. 7. Not returning after sending error response. Bad. If not product, response status 404, JSON, message, not found, response.json, product. Better. If not product, return response.status 404, JSON. Response.json product. Best practices. Caps use const by default. Caps use let only when reassignment is needed. Caps avoid var. Use async await. Caps handle errors properly. Caps use express.json. Caps validate request body. Caps separate routes controllers services. Caps use environment variables. Caps do not commit secrets. Caps use database for persistent data. Caps use middleware for common. Logic. Use correct HTTP status codes. Log requests and errors. Avoid blocking event loop. Use Docker for deployment. Use TypeScript for larger Node.js apps. Node.js interview questions. 1. What is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime that allows JavaScript to run outside the browser, commonly used for backend applications and APIs. 2. Is Node.js a programming language? No. Node.js is a runtime. JavaScript is the language. 3. What is NPM? NPM is the Node package manager used to install dependencies and manage scripts. 4. What is package.json? Package.json stores project metadata, dependencies, scripts, and configuration. 5. What is Express.js? Express.js is a lightweight Node.js framework used to build web servers and REST APIs. 6. What is middleware in Express? Middleware is a function that runs before the final route handler. It can handle logging, authentication, validation, request parsing, and errors. 7. What is the event loop? The event loop allows Node.js to handle asynchronous operations without blocking the main thread. 8. Why is Node.js good for I/O-heavy apps? Because Node.js uses non-blocking asynchronous I/O, which helps handle many concurrent requests efficiently. 9. What is callback? A callback is a function passed to another function and executed later. 10. What is promise? A promise represents a future result of an asynchronous operation. 11. What is async await? Async await is a cleaner way to write asynchronous code using promises. 12. CommonJS versus ES modules. CommonJS uses require module.exports. ES modules use import export 13. What is process.env? Process.env stores environment variables used for port, database URL, secrets, API keys, environment config. 14. What is CORS? CORS controls whether browsers allow front-end apps from one origin to call back-end APIs from another origin. 15. What is the difference between Node.js and Spring Boot? Node.js runs JavaScript on server and is event-driven. Spring Boot runs Java on JVM and is commonly used for enterprise backend services. Node.js roadmap, beginner level. Learn Node.js basics, npm, package.json, modules, functions, arrays objects, async await, Express basics. Build Hello API with Express intermediate level. Learn Cost, REST APIs, middleware, validation, error handling, environment variables, database connection, authentication basics. Build Product CRUD API advanced level. Learn TypeScript, Prisma, Mongoose, JWT auth, logging, testing, Docker, Redis, queues, deployment, monitoring. Build Production-ready Node.js backend API, 30-day learning plan, week 1. Node.js basics. Learn Node command, npm, package.json, modules, arrays, objects, async await. Practice. Build simple command line scripts. Week 2. Express API. Learn Express, routes, request, response, route params, query params, post body. Practice. Build product REST API with in-memory data. Week 3. Backend structure. Learn routes, controllers, services, middleware, validation, error handling, environment variables. Practice. Refactor product API into clean folders. Week 4. Real backend skills. Learn database connection, authentication basics, Docker, cores, deployment basics, logging. Practice. Build deployable Node.js CRUD API. Real-world project, Node.js product management API. Architecture. React, front-end, Postman, Node.js Express API, controller, service, repository, PostgreSQL, MongoDB. Features. R product CRUD, search products, validation, error handling, request logging, environment variables, cores, database connection, Docker file, health endpoint. Endpoints. Get API products /ID, post API products /ID, delete API products /ID, get health. Final summary. Node.js is a great backend starting point for beginners and full-stack developers. Important concepts include: check Node.js runtime, check npm, package.json, modules, async await, promises, Express.js, REST APIs, middleware, validation, error handling, environment variables, database integration, Docker deployment. Key idea. Node.js lets developers build backend APIs using JavaScript, making it very useful for full-stack development with React, Angular, Vue, or Next.js.